السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. إن الحمد لله نحمده ونستعينه ونستغفره ونعوذ بالله من شرور أنفسنا ومن سيئات أعمالنا. إنه من يهده الله فلا مضل له ومن يضلل فلا هادي له. وأشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله. أما بعد فإن أصدق الحديث كتاب الله تعالى وخير الهدي هدي محمد صلى الله عليه وآله وسلم وشر الأمور محدثاتها وكل محدثة بدعة وكل بدعة ضلالة وكل ضلالة في النار. أما بعد. My dear brothers and sisters in Islam and dear viewers, welcome to a new episode in our series Back to Basics, explaining the nullifiers of Islam, the 10 nullifiers of Islam. And we have covered so far 6 nullifiers. And today, inshallah, we will continue. May Allah save all of us from falling into any of those 10 nullifiers. And may Allah save all the Muslims from going astray or apostating from the true deen of Islam. The 7th nullifier is a sihr, witchcraft, sorcery. So sorcery or witchcraft is a reality. This black art, magic, is a reality, haqiqah. It exists, as we are going to know. So one should not deny it. And alhamdulillah, Ahlul Sunnah wal Jama'ah, they believe in the existence of sihr, that it is a reality. Only one deviant sect, which is the Mu'tazilites or the Mu'tazila, they negated and denied the sihr. So sorcery is one of the nullifiers of Islam, which includes magic, spells, the magic spells cast on a person, causing a person either to hate someone, and which they call it sarf. This is one of the effects of the sihr, casting a spell on a person, and this is known as sarf because you turn him from loving, for example, a husband loving his wife or a wife loving her husband. So because of the sihr, he starts hating his wife or she starts hating her husband. This is known as sarf. Or atf, the atf, which is to make someone love someone. And he's crazy about that person. So this is the part of the sihr. So whoever performs sihr, whether it is sarf or atf, or he's pleased with it, then he has committed a disbelief. Sihr. The sihr takes a person out of Islam, learning it and practicing it. But before we start elaborating on this issue, sihr, the ulama classified it into 2 categories. Sihr al-takhyil, this is fictitious or fictive or imaginary. This is part. You imagine someone thinks in front of you, like most of the magicians they do, okay, who will pull out a handkerchief and you see a pigeon coming out, or many tricks they do. That is imaginary. You just imagine it, but the reality is not there. Or he will put a man in a box and he will cut him into halves. He's not doing that. Reality is not there. It is takhyil. And that is what the magicians of Fir'aun did in the competition between Musa alayhi salam and the magicians. That part of sihr is this sihr al-takhyil, the fictive, imaginary sihr. In reality, nothing is happening. Nothing is taking place. We all know the story in the Quran. When the magicians came and Musa came alayhi salam, what the magicians, they throw their robes, so the robes became like snakes, and their sticks, frightening the people. And the people got frightened. This type of sihr, any other magician, all the magicians, they know. The ropes are ropes, sticks are sticks. The reality of the stick didn't change. But it appears to you, the observer, that it is a snake, when it is a stick. So if there is another magician, he's saying it is a stick. But what happened? When Musa alayhi salam, he threw his staff. When Musa alayhi salam, he threw the staff, he threw his stick, it became real snake. A real snake. That's and swallowed everything. That's why immediately the magicians prostrated and believed in Allah, because they realized this is not magic. This is not magic. This is a real snake. So that's why immediately they fell and they begged Allah and they believed in Allah. And they were ready to die for their belief. So that type of sihr is just imagination. And the other type, which is real, and it harms, and person might become insane or mad. All this is reality, and it happens. And people, they know that, and they experience that. The sihr started by the shayateen. The teachers of sihr are the jinn. As Allah says in Surah Al-Baqarah, وَاتَّبَعُوا مَا تَتْلُو الشَّيَاطِينُ عَلَى مُلْكِ سُلَيْمَانَ وَمَا كَفَرَ سُلَيْمَانَ وَلَكِنَّ الشَّيَاطِينَ كَفَرُوا يُعَلِّمُونَ النَّاسَ السِّحْرَ وَمَا أُنزِلَ عَلَى الْمَلَكَيْنِ بِبَابِلَ هَارُوتَ وَمَارُوتَ وَمَا يُعَلِّمَانِ مِنْ أَحَدٍ حَتَّى يَقُولَا إِنَّمَا نَحْنُ فِتْنَةٌ فَلَا تَكْفُرْ فَيَتَعَلَّمُونَ مِنْهُمَا ما يفرقون به بين المرء وزوجه وما هم بضارين به من أحد إلا بإذن الله. Now, this is what the Quran is saying. So the Quran is talking about the sihr, which is a reality, because no fairy tales in the Quran. Allah says, وَاتَّبَعُوا مَا تَتْلُو الشَّيَاطِينُ عَلَى مُلْكِ سُلَيْمَانَ وَاتَّبَعُوا مَا تَتْلُو الشَّيَاطِينُ عَلى مُلْكِ سُلَيْمَانَ. They followed what the shayateen used to give the people in the reign of Sulaiman. وَاتَّبَعُوا مَا تَتْلُو الشَّيَاطِينُ عَلَى عَهْدِ سُلَيْمَانَ. They followed what the shayateen used to teach the people. So shayateen, the devils, at the time of Sulaiman, during his reign, used to teach the people magic, witchcraft. وَمَا كَفَرَ سُلَيْمَانَ. Because many people have accused Sulaiman, and they said that Sulaiman was using magic to control the people, to control the jinn, the magic. When in reality, the jinn, the shayateen, were teaching the people the sihr. وَاتَّبَعُوا مَا تَتْلُو الشَّيَاطِينُ عَلَى مُلْكِ سُلَيْمَانَ وَمَا كَفَرَ سُلَيْمَانَ. So it is the Quran now telling us Sulaiman did not disbelieve, which means the one who studies sihr, learns the sihr, disbelieves. So the sihr is a kufr. وَمَا كَفَرَ سُلَيْمَانَ وَلَكِنَّ الشَّيَاطِينَ كَفَرُوا. Reality, but the devils, the shayateen, are the ones who disbelieve. وَلَكِنَّ الشَّيَاطِينَ كَفَرُوا يُعَلِّمُونَ النَّاسَ السِّحْرَ. They were teaching mankind, the people, witchcraft, magic, sorcery. يعلمون الناس السحر وما أنزل على الملكين ببابل هاروت وماروت. And such things came down at Babylon to the two angels, Harut and Marut. There were two angels, two malaika. Allah sent them to earth as a test. And the malaika, because some people, they're saying, how come malaika teaching magic? Test. And the malaika cannot disobey Allah. لا يعصون الله ما أمرهم ويفعلون ما يؤمرون. The angels, they don't disobey Allah. So Allah sent them to teach the people the sihr as a test for the people. And Allah can test us in any way He likes, because life is a test. واتبعوا ما تتلو الشياطين على ملك سليمان وما كفر سليمان ولكن الشياطين كفروا يعلمون الناس السحر وما أنزل على الملكين. And also what the two angels Harut and Marut in Babylon, Iraq. وما أنزل على الملكين ببابل هاروت وماروت. So those two angels, they were teaching the sihr as a test. But before they teach you, they warn you. وما يعلمان من أحد حتى يقولا إنما نحن فتنة فلا تكفر. So before they teach you, they warn you and they tell you, verily, most certainly, we are a trial. We are a test for you. So don't disbelieve. Don't disbelieve. My dear brothers and sisters and dear viewers, stay tuned. We'll be back, inshallah, after a short break.
Osama El-Shami.
How can we get our children ready for the month of Ramadan?
Sharing the stories of what the Muslims have been through in the past, in particular the first generation.
Nazir Irfan Al-Mujahid.
Make this Ramadan very special to them.
Your taqwa, your righteousness, your goodness.
I want you to tell me about your experiences from the very first Ramadan that you experienced as a new Muslim.
The first Ramadan I experienced was amazing.
Umar Debua.
When I embraced Islam, it was like I was prepared. You know, Allah prepared me for something that I had no idea. It was an amazing experience. Beautiful.
My dear brothers and sisters in Islam, welcome to our program, The Straight Path.
Build your character on the path of the Quran and Sunnah in The Straight Path. Every Wednesday and Saturday at 3 p.m. and repeat telecast at 1 a.m. India on Peace TV. Marriage or divorce?
What's Islamic ruling?
Nikah.
Solution or problem? Heaven or hell?
There is a misconception.
You choose. Beauty, wealth, family status, virtue. Decide what you want. Decide your choice. Be sad or be happy. It's your choice. Join Dr. Zakir Naik in Better Half or Bitter Half tomorrow at 6:30 p.m. and repeat telecast at 9:30 a.m. India on Peace TV. Peace TV presents over 100 million viewers at one of the largest peace conferences in the world, addressing a sea of spellbound spectators. Over 30 world-renowned orators on Islam with credentials impeccable.
The truth of Islam.
Deen is your way of life.
It is our duty, our obligation.
By following the Quran and Sunnah,
we will give the message to one and all.
With articulation exquisite.
Read the book of Allah.
Islam is the easy way. It's the simple way.
Remind each other.
The Muslim is not a source of harm for other people.
Collaborate with the people for good.
This is the call of Islam.
With the mission of spreading the truth of Islam.
Do what you can to spread the word of Islam. Wherever we are.
Live like a Muslim.
Use your power.
Allah is saying, why do you need anything else? This Quran is self-sufficient.
The only book on the face of the globe, the Quran.
How a human being should lead his life is given in this instruction manual, the glorious Quran.
For peace to prevail on earth in Peacemakers. Next on Peace TV.
Welcome back, my dear brothers and sisters and dear viewers. We were talking about sihr, which is one of the nullifiers of Islam, which is the seventh nullifiers. And we said it is a reality. And we were elaborating about the story of the two angels, Harut and Marut. وَمَا أُنزِلَ عَلَى الْمَلَكَيْنِ, and what was sent down to the two angels, Harut and Marut. in Babylon, Iraq. وَمَا يُعَلِّمَانِ مِنْ أَحَدٍ, and they would not teach anyone, to angels. وَمَا يُعَلِّمَانِ مِنْ أَحَدٍ, before teaching anyone, they warn him. وَمَا يُعَلِّمَانِ مِنْ أَحَدٍ حَتَّى يَقُولَا, till they tell him, إِنَّمَا نَحْنُ فِتْنَةٌ. Be aware, be careful, don't learn. It's better for you to go. Don't learn from us the magic, because we are a test for you. We are a trial sent down by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to test your faith, to test your iman. So we are warning you, don't learn it. So if you insist, then that means you failed in the test. You are a fool, because the angel is telling you, don't, it's better, go. You will disbelieve, you will become a kafir. Don't learn, we are a test. Allah is testing you. وَمَا يُعَلِّمَانِ, before they teach you, prior to teaching and passing this even knowledge, they warn you. وَمَا يُعَلِّمَانِ مِنْ أَحَدٍ حَتَّى يَقُولَا, until they tell him, إِنَّمَا نَحْنُ, most certainly, verily, we are, إِنَّمَا نَحْنُ fitna, we are fitna, test. فَلَا تَكْفُرْ, don't disbelieve. Don't disbelieve, because if you study magic and learn the magic from us, you will become a disbeliever. فَلَا تَكْفُرْ فَيَتَعَلَّمُونَ مِنْهُمَا, they learn from them. The angels, they did their part. They warned you. They told you, we are a test, and we are commanded by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And we cannot disobey Allah. But it is a test. And if you study this, if you learn it, you'll become a disbeliever. You'll become a kafir. فَلَا تَكْفُرْ, they insist. Teach us, no problem. فَيَتَعَلَّمُونَ مِنْهُمَا, they study, they learn from them, from Harut and Marut, that by which مَا يُفَرِّقُونَ بِهِ بَيْنَ الْمَرْءِ وَزَوْجِهِ. So they learn from the two angels the things by which they can separate a man and his wife. بَيْنَ الْمَرْءِ وَزَوْجِهِ, a man and his wife. Which means what? A reality. Sihr is a reality. And it can cause the separation, the division between husband and wife. All of a sudden, she starts hating you. She can't stand looking at you because of the sihr. Or vice versa. You started hating her and you can't stand living with her. And you want to divorce her because of the sihr. فَيَتَعَلَّمُونَ مِنْهُمَا مَا يُفَرِّقُونَ بِهِ بَيْنَ الْمَرْءِ وَزَوْجِهِ. So they learn from the angels that by which they separate a man and his wife. And this is quite rampant in many Muslim countries. In some Muslim countries, unfortunately, there are places for the magicians. You just go to this magician and you tell him, I want you to do sihr or cast spell on this person. And he will tell you, okay, give me his name, his mother's name, or bring me something, piece of his garment, or some of his hair. And that's why the Jews, the hadith in Bukhari, the Jews, they cast the spell on the Prophet ﷺ, and because they managed to get some of his hairs. And the sihr is a disease, is a sickness, illness, like any other illness. And the Prophet ﷺ is a human being. As Imam Ibn al-Qayyim mentioned in the Tib al-Nabawi, he said, prophets, they fall sick. And this is just like any other sickness. Because the sihr that the Jews cast upon the Prophet ﷺ was what they call the rabt, which means the man cannot approach his wife. So the man becomes unable to have intimacy with his partner. That's exactly what the Jews did to the Prophet ﷺ. So the Prophet ﷺ could not sleep with his wives for a long period of time, about 6 months. Then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala sent down Jibreel and another angel with him. And Jibreel asked the angel, what is wrong with the Prophet ﷺ? And he said, a spell was cast on him. And he said, who did it? He said, the Jews. And where is this spell? Where is this sihr? He said, in a water well. Bir. Where? In that place. Deserted well, but has little water. And they went and they found the sihr there. And by reading the mu'awwadat and tightening the knots, the Prophet ﷺ was healed immediately. So it is a reality. So the sihr is a fact. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He's teaching us in the person of the Prophet ﷺ. Allah could have protected His Prophet. Because some fools, they think the Prophet ﷺ is always saying his adhkar and this. So why it happened? He doesn't know that Allah is teaching the ummah in the person of the Prophet ﷺ. So the Prophet ﷺ is the role model. He's the example. So Allah is teaching us. He's teaching us in many places through the person of the Prophet ﷺ. He made His Prophet to make mistakes in the salah, to teach us what to do when we make a mistake in the salah. So similarly, this is a test, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is teaching us in the person of the Prophet ﷺ. فَيَتَعَلَّمُونَ مِنْهُمَا مَا يُفَرِّقُونَ بِهِ بَيْنَ الْمَرْءِ وَزَوْجِهِ. So they learn from them. So the sihr is a reality. It's a fact. And protection is better than cure. So read the mu'awwadat, read Ayatul Kursi, read Surah Al-Baqarah, always maintain your wudu. In the morning, when you get up, eat 7 dates. This is sunnah. And the Prophet ﷺ said, the sihr will not harm you. If you eat every day in the morning, when you get up, 7 dates, then the sihr will not harm you. And if it is Ajwat al-Medina, that's the best. Otherwise, any other date will do. Bi-idhnillahi azza wa jal. So, my dear brothers and sisters, the magic is a reality and it causes harm to people, but one can avoid it by protecting himself, by reading on himself, by reading the mu'awwadat, قُلْ هُوَ اللَّهُ أَحَدٌ قُلْ أَعُوذُ بِرَبِّ الْفَلَقِ قُلْ أَعُوذُ بِرَبِّ النَّاسِ, and by reading Surah Al-Baqarah in the house because it chases away the shayateen. So if you maintain your adhkar, maintain your wudu all the time, these are precautionary measures against the effect of the sihr and against the magicians. And on top of this all, you're always saying your adhkar and reading the Quran, and it happened to you, then it is a test, and you have to be patient, and also it will be cured. Okay, sihr can be cured by the Quran itself because the Quran is shifa. And the ulama rahimahumullah, they mentioned in their books how to get the cure for the sihr, which is by reading the Quran. And if it is the sihr, for example, the rabt, where a husband cannot sleep with his wife, the ulama, they mentioned in their books, they say that you take 7 green leaves of the sidr, which is the lotus tree, 7 green leaves, and you crush them and you pour water on the leaves and you stir and you read the quls. قُلْ هُوَ اللَّهُ أَحَدٌ قُلْ أَعُوذُ بِرَبِّ الْفَلَقِ قُلْ أَعُوذُ بِرَبِّ النَّاسِ قُلْ يَا أَيُّهَا الْكَافِرُونَ, and read while you are stirring it. Then take few sips of that, and the remaining wash your body with it. That will nullify the sihr. That will nullify the sihr. And this is out of experience, the ulama, they arrived at that because the Prophet ﷺ, he gave the Muslims green light about the ruqyah. He said, لا بأس بالرقية ما لم تكن شركا. Ruqyah, as long as it doesn't involve any shirk, it is permissible. If there's no shirk in it, it is okay. You can do it. But if it contains any element of disbelief or associating any partner with Allah or calling the jinn or seeking their help, that type of ruqyah, spiritual cure, is haram. Because the Sahaba, they used to tell him, we used to say the following before Islam. These ruqyas or spiritual cures or that we read before Islam on the sick, on the people who have any illness. He said, okay, let me hear it. And they would read. He said, as long as it doesn't have any trace of shirk, it is permissible. It is permissible. And also he said, مَنْ اسْتَطَاعَ مِنْكُمْ أَنْ يَنْفَعَ أَخَاهُ فَلْيَفْعَلْ. Whoever can help his brother in any way, as long as it's not haram, should do so. So these, the 7 leaves, and as I explained, it will, inshallah, nullify the effect of the spell that was cast on the person. And may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala protect all of us from all types of evil. And may Allah reward all of you, my dear brothers and sisters, for watching this TV. Until we meet, inshallah, in the coming episode, I leave you in Allah's protection. And may Allah preserve you and protect you. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.